What's up guys, DK Jones here and welcome back to round 8 of my predictions, our weekly Premier League predictions. And if you've been watching the series so far this season, I haven't been doing very well, and the theme continues this week, as in round 7 I didn't do very well either. As you can see, the Manchester United result there, I got it wrong. Burnley and Norwich drew 0-0. I went for a 2-0 win to Burnley. I got that one wrong as well. That's 0 points. Chelsea beat Southampton 3-1. I said 3-1 to Chelsea, so I got an exact there. First exact of the episode. I've been getting consistent exacts every match week, I think. Leeds beat Watford 1-0. I said 1-1, so I get the result wrong, and that's 0 points there as well. Wolves beat Newcastle 2-1 in a great game for Wolves especially, and I think I got this one. I actually got it close. I said 1-0 to Wolves, so that's very nice. Brighton and Arsenal drew 0-0, and I said 2-2, and I got the result there, so that's 1 point. But then we go into the dismal day of Sunday, where I can promise you I got 0 points on Sunday. Crystal Palace drew with Leicester City 2-2. I said 2-1 to Crystal Palace, and I got that one wrong. The next game was Tottenham versus Aston Villa, and I got this one wrong as well. I said Aston Villa would win 3-1, and it didn't end like that. West Ham lost late to Brentford 2-1. I said 3-2 to West Ham. That's 0 points. And the final game was Liverpool versus Man City. I said 2-0 to Liverpool, so I got the result wrong there as well. So I am back to wooden spoon status. King Spider got the yellow cap, but I had the wooden spoon like 4 match weeks in a row, and then I got the yellow cap, and now I am back to the wooden spoon, the worst performance of the weekend. King Spider at the top there got 13 points, and I only got 5.5 points from this weekend. And you can imagine that will erase all the progress I made last weekend. I closed the gap to the rest of the pack to 1.5 points, and now the gap is back to 4 points to the rest of the pack. So all my hard work has basically been wiped away. But it's a long season, lots of points up for grabs in these prediction leaderboards, so you can bet that I'm probably going to close the gap back up again and maybe find myself fighting for the title by the end of the season. We'll just have to wait and see. But without further ado, let's go into my match week 8 predictions. So the first game now in match week 8 is at Vicarage Road between Watford and Liverpool. I've gone for a 2-1 Liverpool win here. Watford, they've sacked their old manager. They've now signed a new manager, which was quite shocking. I don't think they'll quite get the new manager bounce yet because they're playing Liverpool. Aston Villa will be playing Wolves. It's a tricky one to predict this because I'm leaning towards Aston Villa, but Wolves won their last 2 games, so they might be looking good going into this game. Aston Villa lost their last game, which was quite disappointing, but I've gone for a 1-1 draw there. Leicester City will be playing Manchester United at home. Leicester City have not been looking good this season so far, but Manchester United haven't been very convincing. They've been very susceptible to counter-attacks, and Leicester City on their day can be very, very dangerous on the counter-attack with Vardy and Iheanacho and James Maddison threading those balls in behind. So I think Leicester City might just shock us there and get a 2-1 win. Man City will be playing Burnley after their draw at Anfield. They'll be looking to start picking up 3 points, and I think Burnley at home is a great place to start for them. Norwich will be playing Brighton at home in their next game. They just picked up their first point of the season in their last game against Burnley in a 0-0 draw, and Norwich are not looking very good. Brighton, on the other hand, are flying this season. I think they're in the top 6 or something, so I think they'll get 3 points against Norwich. Very contrasting sets of form. I think Brighton will come out on top. Southampton will be hosting Leeds United at home. I think they're going to win this game. They're another team that haven't won a single game this season yet. Leeds just won their first game of the season in their last game, so I don't think they're going to win this one though. Southampton haven't looked terrible this season so far. They're just yet to win, and I think they'll get their first 3 points against Leeds. Brentford will be playing Chelsea. This is a very tough game because Brentford at home against the likes of Arsenal and Liverpool, they've held their own at home, picking up 4 points in those games, and I think it will be very tough to beat. I think Chelsea will find it very difficult to beat Brentford. I don't think they'll end up losing like Arsenal, but they might end up like Liverpool and drawing 2-2 or 3-3. I think that game ended, but I think Chelsea will end up outscoring Brentford here. I think it's going to be a very entertaining game. Brentford do play very attractive football, but I think Chelsea will end up getting 3 points away from home against Brentford. Everton will be playing West Ham. It's another very tricky game because this season they've been in similar runs of form. They seem like they're going to be around the same place in the league table at the end of the season. So I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to go for a draw. I'll go for a 2-2 draw because it could end 1-1, but it could go all the way to like 3-3. So sitting there in the middle, I could get at least a close if it ends in a draw. On to the next game now, which is Newcastle versus Spurs. Spurs, after a poor run of form, won the last game against Aston Villa. Very impressive for them. But against Newcastle, they haven't won a game this season, so you'd imagine Spurs should be winning this game. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw here. I don't think Spurs will have enough to beat Newcastle away from home. So yeah, 1-1 in that game, and 1 point for both teams. On to the next game now, which is Monday Night Football. Patrick Vieira will be returning to his former team, his old team in his playing days at least. Crystal Palace will be going to the Emirates Stadium to play against Arsenal. Arsenal drew in the last game 0-0 with Brighton in a lackluster performance, and at home on the Monday night, I think Arsenal will be able to beat Crystal Palace. Although Crystal Palace could be a slippery slope for Arsenal, they do look positive and they do look like they can attack, but I've gone for Arsenal. So these are what I've gone for. I've gone for Watford 1, Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1, Wolves 1, Leicester 2, Manchester United 1, Man City 4, Burnley 1, Norwich 0, Brighton 2, Southampton 2, Leeds 1, Brentford 2, Chelsea 3, Everton 2, West Ham 2, Newcastle 1, Tottenham 1, and Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 1. So guys, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave your predictions down in the comment section below. And from me, DK Jones, I'll see you next time.